First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All right. Focus now. Trying to post too many things. Here we go. It's going to be a butt whooping, so you're not tuning in to a good game.
For the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Son, what are you doing in there? Rebuilding the house?
On second down, Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 20.
What are you doing?
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is
all right, I gotta focus here. Golly, my kid's making a lot of noise.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking here for Smith downfield, and that's caught inside the 35.
Woo, snuck that one in.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play for the Saints on third down. 42 yards.
Yep, barely snuck that one in.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down,
Golly.
Scott
Can't run against this freaking Falcons team. There's no pay. Like, you can't play action him because his guys recover so fast. So it's really difficult to run on him.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Glad my kids are making noise.
To throw on second down is gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I don't know how the Cardinals beat him. He's been unstoppable for the last 3 seasons.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Brother, stop it with all the noise.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
I think the noise is over, finally.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
All right, go 5-2 action.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
All right, let's see how this works out.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Value 3.
Now it's gone. That is caught at the 7-yard
Come on, bring it. Give it to him. He hit the
They
ball.
were able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's
Crap. What do
4th
I do
down.
here?
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down.
You know what?
Brings
Field
up a
goals.
4th down situation.
Really
Not
nice
gonna
job
do it against this
defensively. They
team.
knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Yep, it's not going to work. I thought if he hit the pylon, it's a touchdown.
And on their
Maybe the
first
same
drive,
was
the
down
offense
first.
staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line.
What are you going to do?
They stop him up short on 4th and goal.
I should have put Kamara in, but I was
And
trying to do the big back.
drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run
Nah, I
successful.
couldn't kick it.
Now they look
I had to
pay
go
it
for
off
it. I
on
mean,
1st down.
You're not going to beat the Falcons.
They'll run for the first time with
You're not going to beat the
Freeman.
Falcons with field goals. It's just not going to happen.
They'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down.
Come on, man.
First down and a late flag here.
Unbelievable.
He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Not going to beat the Falcons with penalties either.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week.
Man.
Their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this
I'd rather
week in
get a root
practice,
canal than
there's
play
a lot
this
of
guy.
talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. In for the score. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro.
I'll be surprised if I don't mute my mic before this game's over with.
Extra point good by Catanzaro.
I will be surprised if that
and it's
doesn't
now
happen.
a 7-0 game.
Can I just let him have the win? Is that a thing? We don't do that here.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away.
Can we agree to put on kill clock? I'll do that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure.
So my guard doesn't block. He just stands in the way and then flops over.
With a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I gotta admit, this season has done it for me in Madden. I'm ready for it to be over. Ready for it to be over.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and
well,
long,
look forward to the live stream that'll come up after this freaking butt whooping is over. We'll do a little Madden 20 stream. No, I cannot stream the game film. I know that, but thank you for the warning. But it will be me with questions and other things as I play, trying to answer some of the things that you guys want to know.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. And he's going to have the first down.
So we'll do that as soon as this one's over.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Which won't be soon enough.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Scott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He just shuts me down everywhere. Like I literally have no answers. Like I don't even know what to try. I mean, he just knows how to make all the adjustments, and it's just frustrating.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. Hits a first down as well.
He's a good player. Arguably the best player. I think I've said this before in Press Pass Live. I think that if this guy wanted to, he could be a top 5 player in the world. Like if he wanted to just play in those types of tournaments with no rules and stuff. Like he just knows how to play his game really well.
Goff now looking to throw.
I watched him come into my zone and I threw it anyway. Such an idiot. I watched him come into my zone.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
I think I lose interest in playing. Like he just starts to blow me out early, and within the first quarter, I'm done. Like I don't want to play. I don't want to try. I want to get it over as fast as possible. And I think that's what hurts me too, because it's just not fun for me when you know that you don't have a chance at all.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Like the holes. Like, how is he getting those freaking holes against my defense?
For an offense, finding a way to create
Dwayne, you
that
used to
type
do
of
the same crap. You still
game,
do. Just I don't have to play you twice a year.
Very, very happy.
God, I should just retire. I don't know why I play this game anymore.
Get up!
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And this is a spectacular
really?
grab there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
What are you going to do?
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that.
What are you going to do?
But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part.
What are you doing? No, that's
not
not
what I want. A lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact,
and Freeman lost the football.
Of course. Why would the ball not go through 3 of my guys' hands and bounce into his random offensive lineman that's downfield?
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
All right, I'm mute my mic because I'm going to say some stuff I shouldn't say.
One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. Steps and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
they start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check 52 to the right. Check 52.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Goff. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Value 3. Value 3.
To throw is gone. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do
Put your foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Get up.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Here's a give to Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Get up!
Freeman again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hell, you won!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Super 66!
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hell, you won. Here we go. 180.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Scott. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff to Smith. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go back to the ground with Smith. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57. Mike, 57.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On the counter, it's Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd down now, Scott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
All right. Come on out.
Gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Louis.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Value three.
On 1st down, Scott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Scott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Falcons, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, They'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You